No, okay, we're gonna scroll back through this conversation. Hold on.
Plumberry muffin. By the way, did I tell you
Here we
about
go.
Stacy's statue scene? She likes to sing songs softly on warm summer days, but then she found out about her extended family and lost her voice and crumbled under the pressure.
Damn it! Damn it, Plum. Damn it. There's a Blue Oyster's Cult song named I'm on the Lamb, but I ain't no sheep. That's a good name. Okay, I'm gonna read back through this conversation that we missed, because I don't want to just start the stream, like, in the middle of a conversation. So, here we go. Oh, look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... It sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. And a charm to make a better milkshake, and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Hey, Jinxie, it's me. Ah! The demon lawyer! Not another warding charm. Okay, so she threw another warding charm onto his head, which is actually what's right in front of us right now. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right. This is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello. My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Wait, how do I know you didn't? That you didn't gobble her up alive! Relax, I didn't eat her up, and I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's, quite an interesting character, huh, Apollo? There we go. Nailed it, yeah. I also want that fucking parasol. It's so good. It's so good. You know, I put honey in this tea and I totally do not taste any honey whatsoever. I have a feeling the bottom is just gonna be all honey. It's all probably settled at the bottom. Okay, let's talk. Let's talk about the incident. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least, not yet. But you do think Tenma Taro was the killer, right? Oh. But you do think Tenma Taro was the killer, right? That yokai that we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenma Taro murdered the Elderman. It's okay, Jinxie. You can tell me. Yikes! What was that for? Unbeknownst to Apollo, but beknownst to us. Yes, that is true. Trucy is Apollo's long-lost sister, but neither of them fucking know that. Hello there, Romeo G. How's it going today? How's your night? Unbeknownst. Unbeknownst? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? So, if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No! No, you're still a demon. Okay, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenma Taro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai here in the Fox Chamber. Doing well, just tired? Yeah, I get that. I'm a little sleepy myself. Stream's been good. We just started. We're doing a little bit of voice acting. This is the Ace Attorney series, or Phoenix Wright, if you've ever heard of that. Mostly just me reading stuff. Sometimes doing some investigation. Later on tonight, we're gonna be doing a court case trial part of the game, which is a totally different format, but still lots of voice acting. Hello there, Kid Boo. Who's a demon besides you? Apollo, apparently. Jinxie, about this charm. That's... You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene. Objection! You thought Tenma Taro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? Yeah, that's true, but if there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright, then. Hashtag bread stuff, right? Jinxie, be honest! Tell me! Fucking tell me! I'm assuming she doesn't want to tell me because because her dad is, like, that yokai, is my guess. Thanks for the lurk, Romeo. Why do you think Tenma Taro's the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Tenma Taro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenma Taro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. I was paralyzed with fear, but there was no one around to help me. Foul beast raced right by me towards the foyer. Towards the foyer? Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at that time. That means they would have seen Tenma Taro, too. Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? Someone caught Tenma Taro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenma Taro Jinxie said she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Tenma Taro is the killer, and he can fly too. This picture is definitely absurd. I showed Romeo the Sandra statue Steam clip earlier. I'm so proud of that one. It was really good, Plum. Usually I catch what you're saying because I like read the text as it's coming through, but I was like so distracted when that was happening. I totally didn't. It was good. It was really good the way it got me at the end. And that's okay, Kid Boo. I know you said your back was hurting before, so I hope you feel better. Okay, and he can fly. This ridiculous fucking Photoshop picture. Hey there, Break Our Bones. Okay, Amazing Ninetales. So deadpan and perfect it comes out of nowhere. It was really good. Okay, Jinxie works at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the Amazing Ninetales' true identity. I mean, we fucking do. Are you serious? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponents are so popular. Wait. You mean expose as in strip them naked? What? Apollo, what? Have you Apollo never seen like a wrestling match where you okay, Apollo. You even think like a demon. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. Yeah, lewd. Yeah, Apollo, what? Like, that's what you got from that. I know, right? Yes, yeah, I've definitely seen these matches, this type of match before. I don't know what the fuck Apollo's getting at here. A wrestler who pooped himself mid-match. Ooh. That's gotta be embarrassing. There's gotta be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetales. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the alderman. I mean, we figured it out. Apollo, who doesn't know what an unmasking is at a wrestling match, figured it out. Thank you, Plum, for that clip. I appreciate it. Hashtag best lawyer, hashtag lewd unmasking. Okay, about the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime. Anything else stand out? Actually, I heard the strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenma Taro holding a staff or something like that. That does look pretty jangly. Maybe that's what was making the strange sound. Does Tenma Taro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that and it's not showing on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenma Taro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenma Taro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with the Tenma Taro you saw, Jinxie? It seems that those who foolishly choose to depict the demon are cursed. So who made that scroll then? Jinxie's eyewitness account added. Okay, I should check these out. Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenma Taro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind. Before you go talking about seeing Tenma Taro at the time of the crime. Village superstitions. They say you must not gaze upon Tenma Taro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenma Taro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows? Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it. Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenma Taro like that. Lower your eyes. He'll steal your soul if you're not careful. Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost... the guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this LaBelle guy actually believes in Tenma Taro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetales Vale. And why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery! Good night, Plum! Have a wonderful night. I will see you tomorrow. The last time I saw Mr. LaBelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno! Next stop, the manor foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. Okay. I wanted to check the evidence before we moved. I'm gonna check the evidence in a second. Please load in. I want to see the new stuff we got. This is just a detail. Okay. That's just a detail there. What does this say? Oh. After leaving the scene and calling the police, they passed each other at a bend in the hall as he made for the foyer. He was carrying a staff-like implement that jingled. She couldn't call for help because there was no one else in the hall. Okay. Hello there, Jenna Burb. Thank you so much for the follow. Bueno? Wait, how do you say... Okay, how do you say that word? Please correct me, as I know I probably said it incorrectly. Okay. April 17th. There's no one here. Bueno? Okay. Oh, God. She's never gonna say that again. And I'm not gonna remember it if she does. Okay. Bueno. There's no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. LaBelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window.
Economist 42. Indict.
Yes, indict. Tenma Town Pro Wrestling, Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire. Blow-by-blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. We got our Twilight reference here. Peekaboo, I found you, yokai of the Amazon. Join the hunt for Tofu Taro, a high-protein yokai said to fight cancer and heart disease. Oh, man. Okay. Very good. This is very good. Okay. Oh, it's a TV program guide. I wish I could read some of these other ones. Oh, well. It looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Ah, it's Oh, Mr. Filch, what can we do for you? I bet she was gonna scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Fucking rude. Fucking rude! Apollo! Ain't nothing I need you to do for me, but what business do you got with my TV listings? Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, 'twas a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Okay. I wonder why that's gonna be relevant. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. I'm sorry, give me a second. It is very cold in my room. I'm so used to setting the temperature down to, like, 21 degrees. Because that's what it's usually too warm in my room. But now that the temperature outside is not, as warm because summer's almost over in half an hour. So I have to keep adjusting the temperature until it feels good. So please ignore me if I go in, or please bear with me as I change temperatures in the room. Save summer. I know. The fuck? No, it's really cold here. I'm pretty sure it's cold here right now. It's 14 Celsius. I mean, it's not that cold. 14's not that cold, but summer saving time. I know. I love summer. It's my favorite season. I hate that we're going into fall. Yeah, I know. I said I'm pretty sure it's cold here. But then I checked and it was 14, and 14's not that cold. It's not that cold. I know it went down to like 3 degrees yesterday, though, which is why I was checking. Because 3 is actually cold. I know it was 3 degrees like 2 nights ago, so I wanted to see what it was today. Arizona has 2 seasons, summer and not summer. Man, I fucking love the summer. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Temataro or something like that? Ah, Temataro. So you did see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Betcha shine it up every day real pretty like. The ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And FYI, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee towards the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes! Wow, I really pushed a button there. Yes, this is the guy who stole from Apollo last stream, yes. Yeah, I'm waiting for all the leaves to change into pretty colors, because I live, like, I'm gonna say above a swamp, but not really, it's not really a swamp. It's a green area. Which is nice, there's lots of trees, so I can see all the nice fall colors. But, summer's still my favorite season. I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? This motherfucker, okay. Hello. Crime's actually Swamp Thing doxed? Fuck! Fuck! Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how I want to do this person's voice. In a way that's not gonna kill my throat. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend anymore. Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. He looks like Prince Charming shopped at a Joker convention. Yeah, I was gonna say he looks very Joker-ish. And you are? I am Florence LaBelle. Beau divine and personal aid to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ah! What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis la Belle. Oh, what a heavenly scent. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. Yeah, je suis ananas. I'll have you know, that is brand number 5. Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. The Emperor's New Scent. Thank you, Break Our Bones, for that. This is also good, but Apollo didn't say this fucking out loud, though. This is in his head. Where's my bottle of adieu so I can return the flavor? Favor! Enough about cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Talk. Okay. Keeping Jinxie quiet. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenmataro. Why that little? So, she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. LaBelle, do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please. I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenmataro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. You really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking, bitch. So, Mr. LaBelle, you didn't see Tenmataro? Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenma Taro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. Actually, that's really fun. That was a good burn. Get dunked on, Apollo. I read that his... Oh, is that these things? Yeah, that might be an animation from later. I think if that's what you're talking about. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Your alibi. Tell me. Could I ask what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Tisk. To think you'd suspect me of all people. Oh, no, it's just a formality. We ask everyone the same— Ah! Fuck! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchi, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Filchi, good answer. That guy, I think that guy is definitely a JoJo. Oops. Oh, there we go, okay. Just repeating what you told— Ow! You've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's got me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right. Well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer but didn't see Tenma Taro. Come along, Filchi. Where are we going? Oh, right. Gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Ah! My eyes! You're gonna dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. Bye! Definitely not suspicious at all. That was not a suspicious exchange at all. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenma Taro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. Hashtag good ears. That's an interesting skill, but what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenma Taro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenma Taro? That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenma Taro this, Tenma Taro that. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenma Taro. Okay. You know what I have to say I really appreciate from this game? In the previous games, like, basically every single location you could go and examine, like, everything in the background, and this game just doesn't have it, except for in, like, certain rooms, which is really nice, because I'm not, like, spending forever trying to find every single little, like, detail. It's actually a good change. I think it's a good change. But I didn't even realize that it was, like, not even a thing until I started playing this again, and I was like, wait, why can't I go and examine everything? Anyway, yeah. Just a random thought I was having about game mechanics. Something wrong, Apollo? Where'd your enthusiasm go? The cop in the back doesn't have eyes, and I don't know what to do with this information. You're fucking right. Unless they're closed. I can't examine to figure out more details about it either. What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenma Taro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, ugh. Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro. Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you, too. Ah, I'm glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Fucking look at the court record, Athena! Damien Tenma. Okay. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to, or did set Tenma Taro free. What utter nonsense. Yikes. They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Tenma Taro's revival. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through. In order to release Tenma Taro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Ooh. Ah! I'm sorry! Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try and stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself? Ooh, boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Is that a good father I see? The first one in multiple games? You might be right, indie villain. You might be right. Oh, right. I ought to ask about the reason behind the merger. Why? Why the merger? It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. We're tripping out. Fuck! Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Yeah, we accidentally had an edible an hour ago, forgetting that we took the edible an hour ago, and now it's kicking in. Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it. My bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? No, I meant Apollo, not me. No. No, I am out of edibles at the moment. Good. I'm glad you clarified you clarified that for everyone. I'm glad we clarified that. People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. It would help if all the Phoenix Wright's assistants admitted their special powers to one another. It seems like that's what's going on right now. Seems like that's what's happening. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor's lying about? Oh, yep, that's where all the honey is. All at the bottom. Okay. I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet last reacted like this. Let's see if it still remembers how to do this. Or if I still remember how to do this, sorry. First I tap my bracelet. Oh god. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Yes! I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Yeah, the Eye of Sauron. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Oh god. Okay, okay, here we go. Oh, he's twitching. Okay. Alright, I've got him now. His tick should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pour over every word he says and wait for his tick to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. It's quite an attractive prize. Is it in terms of tourism, the word? Or the phrase? There we go.
Gotcha!
Gotcha! Thank goodness Plum's gone or his sheep puns would commence. Yes! They were really good sheep puns, though, to be fair. Mr. Mayor, please, can you trust us with you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching.
Wintermute. I wonder who supplies Apollo with his LSD.
I know, right? What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetales Vale? I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetales Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. I actually don't know what the answer to this is. Does it have to do with the pro wrestling stuff? Oh, yes. It literally says right here, save Ninetales Vale from becoming a ghost town. There we go. I think this is it. The monster craze in Ninetales Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetales rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh. So, you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetales Vale, huh? Well, You gonna tell me? Okay. Are you ready to tell the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? Are there titty locks in this one? I actually don't... I'm trying to remember if Phoenix is in... Yeah, wait. I think in the DLC there might be. Possibly. I'm trying to remember if there's any main cases that have Phoenix as the attorney. Or investigating attorney. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think there are, but I think it's in the DLC. I could be wrong, though. I received a threat. Yeah, we have hope. It said either I go through the merger or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would want to do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you'd have to ask. Who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had the motive. Had all the motive in the world. But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protests won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Ah, could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's merger scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Should we? I guess, should we present it? That would be it, right? That's the only evidence we have? Yes, it is. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene. And there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The alderman was impossible. How do you not know? What the fuck? Exactly! He was a former pro- God damn it! Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? He was built like a Tonka truck, someone should have noticed. Yes, exactly. Also, the fact that he was a former pro wrestler, are you fucking serious? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result, single-handedly sparked that monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor. And maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. Of course it fucking did. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it's suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the alderman. Well, at least they've clearly established the killer's motive. Or at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Who among us isn't a former pro wrestler cast the first stone? Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw is the killer? I don't know. All I know is that there's no such thing as monsters. What about that newspaper article? The very fucking ridiculous photo. Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yeah, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you alright? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better, because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm really glad we ended when we did last stream, because that took a fucking hour to get through the end of that. I would have been up until, like, fucking 4 a.m. Save game, yes. Oh, the court is tomorrow for a murder trial, yes. Overwrite. Okay, we're gonna take our break. It's been an hour since we started streaming. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go grab some more water. Please, everyone, go hydrate. Take a self-care piss. Is that what Casual Slam Jam was calling it? I don't remember. Anyway, I'll be right back. Up until 4 a.m. That sounds rough. Yeah, no. So last stream when we did this part that we were doing today was supposed to be part of last stream, but it was so fucking long, and I was so tired, and, like, my voice was cracking, because I was, like, voicing things for so long. It had been, like, a 3-hour stream at that point, and I was like, I should just stop. And I did. And so we continued today, and I'm glad I stopped when I did. Watch for secret bread stuff. Yeah, in case the sarcasm wasn't clear. Yeah, no, I know it is 5 a.m. there. Yeah, it's very late where you are. Break our bones. Ugh. Okay. I will be right back. There's no secret bread stuff happening unless it's me eating this bread, and then that might happen. So, be right back. I am back. Economist, I had to look up what you were talking about, and it clicked like halfway through my reading of the description. I remembered what it was. So yeah, yep, thank you for that reminder about September 26th. But yes, it does, so I hear alerts. The desktop audio is muted on the BRB screen, but if I'm sitting here, I will hear speak. So yes, I did hear the look behind you before I took my headset off. Thank you, Wintermute. I didn't give in to the bread stuff. It's still sitting on my desk. It's probably gonna be an after-stream treat for me. Okay. Yes, I'm gonna fucking try not pronounce that incorrectly. Stanislav Petrov Day, yes. Yeah. Yeah, I started looking, I looked up the XKCD thing. Which is, I'm pretty sure, where I saw it originally. But yeah, anyway. Monstrous Turnabout. Here we go. We ready to meet the new fucking prosecutor? Because I am. Let's do this. Overwrite. Yes. Yes. Yes, indie villain. Do we just hit back now? Yeah, right? Okay, there. None of the cops have eyes! Oh god! Definitely a good reminder of the power of individuals and the fragility of everything. Yes, definitely. Cops are soulless robots confirmed, yes. I mean, but we knew that. April 18th. We're not gonna... This case is not gonna end up on April 20th. This case is just gonna miss April 20th. At most, it probably goes to April 19th. Okay. That gives them time to celebrate 420 on 420. And not be stuck in court. What are you thinking about, Athena? Are you okay, Athena? You've been really antsy ever since we got here. I'm just excited. This is my first real court case after all. Yeah, a real ball of excitement she is. I know just what she needs. Athena! Ah! Didn't you ever learn about indoor and outdoor voices? I'm just trying to show you the best way to relieve your pre-trial jitters. By scaring the daylights out of me? No, I find that shouting, "I'm fine!" in a loud voice really relieves stress. It's part of my Cords of Steel voice workout and a must before every trial. You want me to shout? Here? That's right. Here, I'll go first, then you try. I'm Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Alright, I'm Athena Sykes! And I'm fine! I think that actually worked. I thought it might help. Always works for me. An old friend of mine from junior high and I say it all the time. I see. A proven remedy to calm the soul. I like it. I love that exchange. It's one of my favorite in the entire series. It's really good. Hello there, plans. That command has not been put together yet, but I stuck a command in there for now. We got no transcoding? Damn it. Damn it. My name's Apollo Justice and I'm fine! Hey, how about we finish it off with... a race around the courthouse! The point is to relieve stress, not get totally exhausted. What's with all the racket, you two? Ah, Mr. Wright. Just a little voice workout. Hey, what's with the suit? Oh, this? I was thinking about getting my attorney's badge back, that's all. That all? That's huge news. But why now? I have a feeling I'll be needed in the courtroom again sometime soon. But we can talk about that another time. No fair. Inquiring minds want to know. But wow. I'm so used to him in his usual laid-back clothes. That suit makes him look like $1 million. Hi there, Carrie! Yeah, it was a graveyard smash! Doing the monster mash. Oh, yeah, yep, there's his, that was his daddy hat. He's no longer wearing it. I don't think you have the necessary permits for a graveyard smash. Yeah, you might be right. Wright looks different a little bit. I mean, he's older now. How old is Phoenix Wright? I bet he's my age. I'm gonna be... Oh, no, he's a year older than I am. Oh, that's weird. That's weird. That's a weird thing. I was not this old last time I played this game. This is weird. How old's Athena? I'm pretty sure she's 19. 18, sorry. Oh, okay. By the way, have you heard about the prosecutor assigned to this case? Marissa, you need to pop a hat. Yeah, I know, right? Did your prize get sent off? Not yet. Not yet, plans. I usually do it on Wednesdays. I did- oh, fuck, I got Berserk, though. I got Volume 2 of Berserk. I haven't read it yet. Don't ask me about it yet. But I got it over the weekend. Yeah, he's serving time, but before that he was a prosecutor. He also uses psychology? That's right. I've heard the rumors about how he was back before his conviction. Using the power of suggestion, he could make even the most stalwart defendants confess. Psychology in the courtroom. Been hearing a lot about that lately. So, he must be a pretty scary guy considering he's a prison inmate and all. So they say. They also say he'll cut you down if you talk too much. Ah, I knew he was gonna be bad news. It's probably just hyperbole. At least I hope for your sake. Wait, so is it true or not? Let's just say you should be concise and choose your words carefully. If you'd like to keep that head of yours attached to the rest of your body, that is. Yikes! Better tone down my cords of steel, too. So, are you all ready? Pixar didn't- yes, plans, I want to post- I was gonna send you a picture, I just haven't taken it out of the wrap yet. So, are you all ready? It might be a good idea to check the court record again before stepping into the ring. Right, Mr. Wright, but I'm fine. I'll be watching from the gallery. Good luck. Thanks. Okay, let's do this. The odds of pulling this off are ridiculously low, but that's nothing new. Believe in our client. Seek the truth. That's all we can do. Hang in there, Mayor Tenma. Here comes justice. Yeah, F plans. Off a fucking building. God damn. Cold-hearted. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna take a look at my fucking court record. What do we have? This. We have this. We have this. Is her mother's favorite? Okay. This is definitely gonna come up. I don't know why, but we have it. We got this shit. This very good photoshopped image. 3:40 p.m. Crime scene, foyer, this. Which we can't really... That's just Tenma Taro and Ninetales. We have this. Stab. Ninetales mask, which we have proof that that's QB's fucking mask. Ninetales crate. Okay, this. Very good postcard. Jinxie's statement. There's no one else in the hall, and this very good Twilight reference. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure that man's dead. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do not have a ton of evidence at this point. We really don't know what's going on. Okay. Here we go. Day 1, court's now in session. Gotta get that lip chap on before we start. Court is now in session for the trial of Damien Tenma. Apollo Justice, defense team leader is ready, Your Honor. I'd know that big booming voice anywhere. It's as chipper as ever, eh, Mr. Justice? But who is the young lady next to you? I'm Athena Sykes, Mr. Justice's junior partner, and fresh out of law school. Well, now, full of beans too, eh? Excellent. Makes an old man feel young again. Now, for the prosecution. It appears the prosecution is not ready yet. Okay. Never fears, for I shall explain. It's just a minor procedural complication, Your Honor. The prosecutor for this case is being escorted from prison as we speak. Prison? Oh yes, of course. I almost forgot that he is currently serving time. Cutscene.
Yup, Prosecutor Blackwell's an inmate.
Oh, fuck.
But even a convicted murderer still got a job to do and duties to perform.
Oh, damn. Nunes is asleep! That's rude as hell! Wake him up, kick him into a ladder. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. It's a good night. I made some really good bread. I'm bread full. I did bread stuff. I'm really full of bread. That's my night. That's how I'm doing tonight. Slice! Okay. Let's get ready for this prosecutor. Am I a duck now? Yeah. Yeah. Who's that with his back to us over there? That's him. I'm sure of it. Professor Blackwell. Oh, Prosecutor Blackwell. Is the prosecution ready? Enough jabbering. Get on with it already. Ah, of course, forgive me. Ugh, why are all the people related to this case so scary? Very well, I don't know why I'm having a fucking- wow, okay. Hold on, I missed what he said. Very well. Prosecutor Blackwell, your opening statement if you please. Ah! What's the matter? Must we continue to fritter away time like this? It is all right. There in the indictment. An opening statement would be pointless. Pedro Pascal. I can't do a good voice like that. He has such a good voice.
Indict.
Pointless. Oh, well. They got someone out of jail in order for them to put someone else in. Just call it, yeah. Hey, Mr. Pascal, can you please come voice Blackwell? Oh, sorry, a character in my Twitch stream. Thank you. Okay. No, I believe Blackwell is going back to jail after he defends, or after he prosecutes this case.
I have a plans. Seismic.
Seismic. God damn it. No! God damn it! Fucking, I forgot all about that. Pointless? Oh, well. Looks like the cat, or in this case, the prosecutor, has the judge's tongue. But, we need an opening statement as an overview of the case at hand. Well then, your baldness. If it's so very important, why don't you do the honors? Who? Me? And there's a term for people who whine and fuss about what they need, silly, useless things. Oh, how they need silly, useless things, sorry. And then decide they no longer want them once it's theirs. A selfish old fool. Huh?
Gary, this guy been crying in jail. Look at his eyeliner.
If you told me this guy's favorite band was Derwin Gray, I'd believe you.
I have a plans. That's why I am here to remind you of your degree in seismic activity.
Seismic! Seismic! Huh? Wait, was that the prosecution's opening statement? Old dotards. Dotards? Dotards? What? Dotards? How do you say that word? Old daughters as such as you are a plague upon the young. I pity your poor grandchildren.
Gary.
Or is it great-grandchildren? Dotard. Thank you. He called him really old. All these years, I thought the opening statement was the prosecutor's job. But I suppose I could give it a try. Might be a nice change of pace. What? He actually fell for that? Of course he fucking did. That must be the power of suggestion Mr. Wright was talking about. The opening statement, huh? Let's see here. The victim was one Rex Cuby, alderman of Nine Tails Vale. And the defendant, Damien Tenma, mayor of Tenma Town, is accused of his murder. And why, pray tell, was the mayor arrested? Objection! His prints were on the murder weapon. Plus, he had a motive. The elimination of the biggest roadblock to the municipal merger.
Hey, Judge, I was told crime was legal.
I mean, it is. Crime is now. Crime is legal. The caretaker and the secretary, other potential suspects, both have alibis. And his daughter, who was also in the vicinity at the time of the incident, has no motive. So, in a nutshell, I'd have to say the charges against the defendant are incontrovertible. Bravo, your baldness. Your years of experience shine bright like your head. Oh ho ho. Flattery will get you everywhere. Ah, he's playing Simon Says with the judge. That's really good. That's really good. That's really good. His name is Simon Blackquill. It's really good. That was a good joke. That was a good joke. Moving right along. Let's hear from our first witness for today, Detective Fulbright. Witness, please state your name and occupation. I am the detective assigned to this case, Bobby Fulbright. Oh, and I'll also be keeping tabs on old Blackwell here. I also heard you would provide protection if it ever came to that. It would seem that I have been sorely underestimated. Wait, who's protecting who from what? Still, I truly believe anyone can turn their life around, even old Blackwell here. Fulbright, save your platitudes for funerals. Get on with your statement. That's the spirit. Justice must be swift and true. I see it in your eyes. There is hope for your rehabilitation and return to society. I will never give up on you. Prosecutor Blackwell doesn't seem to intimidate Detective Fulbright. Well, you know what they say. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah, I did fuck that up. Okay. Oh, so that's why Detective Fulbright was assigned to Blackwell. He's so oblivious. Now, let's have your first statement, Detective Fulbright. You got it. But first I'd like to say to the defense that justice will ultimately prevail. About the murder. Alderman Cubey was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. The fingerprints on the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon. At the time, Alderman Cubey was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake and he grabbed a statue and struck back. Alderman Cubey had been slipped some kind of sleep-inducing drug? That's right. The accused was scared because the alderman was a former pro wrestler. So he slipped him a drug to make sure he'd be out cold and defenseless. Here's the autopsy report to prove it. You willingly, unwittingly... So, do unwillingly and unwittingly mean the same thing? Because I was reading that and I'm like, why does that not say unwillingly? But... So what does unwittingly ingesting something mean? Oh, without being aware. Okay. Sorry, I looked it up. It's when you're not aware that you're ingesting something. Okay. I see. Okay. Autopsy report added to the court record. Around 3:20 p.m. Wait, isn't that... Hold on. I need to look at the court record. Let me look at the court record. 3:20 p.m. is the same time that this happened, isn't it? No, it's 3:40. Never mind. Okay. And the victim managed to attack his attacker despite being impaled by a spear? That sounds almost superhuman. Is that even possible? Well, he was a former pro wrestler after all. That spear was probably nothing more than a mosquito bite to him.
Objection!
Not so fast. Don't try to brush it off by saying the alderman had been a pro wrestler. Do you really expect us to believe he could fight back after being skewered by a spear? Huh. Never heard of the incredible feats of which man is capable of in a pinch, have you? Like the samurai of yore, wrestlers can battle through intense pain. It sharpens their senses. I used to talk about it with a former wrestler I met in the clink. I don't know. It still sounds a little far-fetched. Does it now? Then perhaps we should test the theory on you with the edge of my blade. I didn't sign up for this. And so your life is spared. For now. Please let those shackles be made of titanium. I don't want to die. Like a mosquito bite. Yeah, that killed him. He died from that spear stab. I'm not sure I ever heard wrestlers and samurai being talked about at the same time. My head is swimming. Yep, there's a lot of stuff going on.
SSGTOU003. This game really show how shiny the judge head is.
I'll have to look at it when we go back to the judge. Aha! My investigations are as thorough as they are foolproof, or my name isn't Fulbright. I vow to resign immediately if I ever make a false arrest. The accused prints were on the weapon, and he's the one person without an alibi.
Nightbot.
Oh, is my camera
You are
frozen? Motherfucker. Oh, not marker. I didn't want to put a marker down. Oh, I want to know why this is happening. Why this keeps happening. Okay. Thank you for letting me know, everyone. Okay. Quite decisive evidence, wouldn't you agree, your baldness? The defendant is sounding guiltier by the minute. He has the judge leaning towards a guilty verdict, and the trial's just barely begun. Yeah, we haven't even fucking done anything in this trial. What's more, a curious rumor about the accursed is making the rounds. They say he seeks the merger for the purpose of freeing Tenma Taro from his imprisonment. Truth be told, I can think of no real reason to show interest in that backwards burg. Perhaps he's a complete nutter and really does seek to release an imaginary demon. Either way, he is raving mad and more than capable of murdering the alderman. Did I say accursed? Okay, accused. Oops. Oops. That mirror is a strange man. I heard he went to a blood drive and instead of donating, tried to make a withdrawal. Don't judge people based on appearances, you fucking bitches. Yeah, that mirror is a strange... Okay. I'm so glad for that chat box history of, like, everything that was said. It's very good. Ooh. Just up and cursing people. Yep. Yep. Stay hydrated. Order! There will be no gossiping in my court. Your baldness. Please take a gander at those charms plastered across his cranium. I hear they're meant to keep him safe from possession by the demon Tenma Taro. Then again... perhaps he's already under the demon's spell. Behold, the lunatic appears poised to lunge at you at any moment. Ah! Or, sorry. The rumors and quirks of Mayor Tenma have no relevance to this case. Besides, those charms on his head, they're just a fashion statement, I think. Come to think of it, such things don't seem relevant to the case, do they? Late night stream? Yeah! We do a late night stream every Monday and Thursday. Usually until 1 a.m. It's 12:30 right now, but I feel like we might go a little bit over today. I hope you're doing well, Steve. Do we have a mod here to do this poll? If not, I can set it up, but... Spoons, are you still around? Are you around? There we go. Thank you. Perfect. Okay. The prosecution will refrain from dragging our client's reputation through the mud. Oh, what a dreadfully fearsome lass we have here. Phew. Thanks for that lifeline, Athena. Careful, Apollo! He is the judge dancing in the palm of his hand. The power of suggestion is one of the more powerful tools in Simon Blackquill. I can't fucking read today. In Simon Blackquill's arsenal. He's trying to manipulate everyone's impressions to suit his objectives. This guy really is bad news. Spoons do like 5 minutes? I don't know. That works. In any case, it seems the victim did manage to defend himself despite being impaled. What sort of weapon did he use against his attacker? None other than this statue right here. It appears to be a statue of two strange creatures locked in battle. 2 yokai to be exact. On one side is the 9-tailed fox, and on the other, Tenma Taro. Quite interesting if you think about it. It's as though this very case were rendered in art. Okay. Mr. Justice, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Who boot the victim? Good poll. Okay. I wonder how much I should be pressing here. Alderman QB was murdered with a spear that had been on the wall. Press. So, those weapons on the wall of the Fox Chamber, I presume those are real? Don't you think keeping real weapons around like that is rather dangerous?
Press the right buttons at least.
At least. I think I can do that in this game. No matter what he collected, the Alderman insisted it would be the real deal. For instance, he had a real demon's club in his possession. Apparently, one of his ancestors claimed it after defeating a demon in battle. What? That's gotta be an old wives' tale. The Alderman had pure, unadulterated justice flowing in his veins. Whatever he did it right. We've lost a real champion of justice in his death. Nothing but claptrap and a balderdash. Nothing but claptrap and balderdash. Is this guy supposed to have a British accent? I can't do a British accent, so I'm not going to do it, but... He just loves Borderlands, okay. Yes? Question mark, yeah. What's justice? Nothing but claptrap and balderdash, if you ask me. Now stop your bleeding and tell us about the weapon. Oh no, we got the sheep puns coming up again. Your wish is my command. The fingerprints on the defendant, Damien Tenma, were found on the murder weapon.
Hold it!
It doesn't make sense if you think about it. Prints could be easily wiped off. You do have a point there. I'd venture to say he did not wipe off the prints because he could not. What do you mean? Looks like he wants you to figure it out. Well, don't just stand there, show him who's boss. I'm totally lost, so why don't you just tell me the answer already? I don't think he saw that plea for help. You feeling all right, kid? Running a fever, perhaps? I wish trials came with a reset button. Well, the specifics may yet come to light. Please proceed, Detective Fulbright. At the time, Alderman QB was asleep from a drug he unwittingly ingested.
Hold it!
Come to think of it, a coffee cup was found on the floor. Was the sedative in his coffee? Bingo! We found traces of a sleeping agent all over the inside of the cup. And that is why he was out cold. That is until he leapt to his feet upon being impaled by the mare. What an awful way to wake up. A rather stimulating eye-opener, if you ask me. I, too, would have risen to the attack, for to die in battle is the samurai way. Paradise awaits fallen heroes, but that hole in the stomach would make eating that was a good joke. Okay, sorry. Prosecutor Blackquill, please. Those morbid jokes of yours have no place in this court. Says the jester in detective's guise. Moving right along. This guy is just samurai obsessed. Yeah. He might be a samurai? I don't actually know. I don't remember his backstory too much. I know that whenever I'm impaled, I always jump to my feet. Story checks out. Yeah, definitely. Okay. I feel like I should just press every single statement here. Mayor Tenma attacked his helpless victim, impaling him like a human shish kebab. Oops, that's not... Nope, I want to hit the press button. How did I fuck that up?
Hold it!
So, the alderman was drugged because he was really strong. Did you see those rock-hard muscles of his? I'm surprised the spear even managed to pierce that armor like musculature. I admit, I'm completely jealous of that righteous body of his. Oh my god, I'm so glad I pressed that! Well, he did look pretty buff, even in that suit he had on. Quite a difference when compared with a yellow belly like you. Yellow belly? Who even says that anymore? Yeah, and the color's all wrong, too. Oh, I know. How about a squishy red tomato? I moved to strike both of your comments from the record. Mr. Justice's character is not the issue here. Now, let's get back to what happened after the far more muscular alderman was impaled. Yes, well, your average person would likely have died on the spot. Rock hard musculature. But the sudden pain jolted the victim awake, and he grabbed the statue and struck back.
Hold it!
Could he really have attacked his attacker after being impaled with that huge spear? Does the autopsy report literally just say died upon impact? No, it doesn't say. Okay. Absolutely. After all, he was once a pro wrestler. The injustice of being drugged and then speared was answered with a righteous counterattack. But does being a former pro wrestler make him superhuman? Absolutely! After all, he was one of the good guys, like a superhero on the side of justice. Even though he was retired, he could still don his superhero guise in times of need.
Objection!
You need to lay off the comic books, detective. We're talking about real life here. Setting aside the half-wit's flights of fancy, the fact is this. The court-ordered post-mortem concluded the victim moved after his skewering. So he found the strength somehow to attack his attacker, huh? Wait, does it say that in the court? That didn't say that in the court. I just looked at that! Detective Fulbright's testimony sounds airtight. No wonder he's so confident. No, he only thinks it's airtight. It's up to us to poke some holes into it. That part about the alderman fighting back sounds like a big hole waiting to be poked. Oh, Apollo. Hold on. I don't know if he fucking did do this. This seems
Wait a minute.
ridiculous.
Phrasing.
Yeah, phrasing, Apollo, phrasing. Wait, okay. Hold on. I just realized something. They were just talking about how there were prints on the murder weapon, but there's no prints on this? They were just talking about prints, right? I'm gonna present this. I'm gonna present this.
Objection!
Did the alderman really strike the mayor? What? Are you questioning my sense of justice? Your so-called justice needs to find itself a pair of legs to stand on. You claim the alderman struck back after the mayor put a spear through him. But the statue he supposedly used to defend himself creates a major hole in your theory. It would appear that the defense has a counter-argument. Very well, let's hear what the defense thinks is odd about the detective's statue theory. There's no fingerprints? Right? There are no fingerprints on this supposedly crucial piece of evidence. And if you look at the crime scene photo, You'll notice that the alderman isn't wearing gloves. Yes, I believe he is quite gloveless indeed. If he touched the statue with his bare hands, he should have left some fingerprints. Detective Fulbright, you did take that into account during your investigation, didn't you? Ah! This can't be happening! Did I arrest the wrong man? You did it, Apollo! You knocked Detective Fulbright off his high horse. Well, it's just 1 point in our favor. Who do you suppose clubbed the mayor if it wasn't the alderman? Well, if it wasn't the alderman, that means someone else must have clubbed the mayor. You mean there was a third party there in the Fox chamber? Exactly, and this could be the big break we've been looking for. There does seem to be a hole in the prosecution's argument. Prosecutor Blackwell, would you care to respond to the defense's assertion? The least you could do is look at me while being dismissive. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade, Justice Dono. Dono? Oh my god. Fucking swear to God. Justice Dono? He's been watching too many samurai flicks. It will take far more than that to cut down Simon Blackwell. A whelp such as you has no hope against my superior swordsmanship. This is a trial, not a sword fight, Prosecutor Blackwell. There is a perfectly good explanation for the lack of prints on the statue. You might recall that blood-stained cloth found at the scene of the crime. Well, it just so happens that the blood was the mayor's. So, what are you getting at? Hone your mind, boy. Why was there blood on that cloth? Solve that riddle and you shall see that the hole you thought you found is but an illusion. Now let's see. How was that cloth used? Was it used to wrap the statue? Right? Right? That makes sense. Your mind is as dull as something that is normally sharp but isn't. Your mind is as dull as an unhoned blade. Yeah. Yeah, that is a weird way to say things. He just wanted to sound cool and talk about samurai stuff, I think. To wrap the statue. Maybe the alderman wrapped the statue in the cloth. In short, he wasn't touching the statue directly when he used it to strike back at the mayor. Ah! Yeah. We just opened up that huge hole again. Yeah, stop doing the prosecutor's job for him. Exactly! Precisely. Bully for you, boy. Aw, it was nothing. Apollo! Don't let him start manipulating you, too! You just closed the hole for the prosecution. I did? I did. Right. That a statue wrapped in cloth would leave no fingerprints is as plain as day. But this also proves there are no holes in the theory of the alderman striking back. Oops!
Athena, why talking about holes?
I mean, I'm still remembering about how fucking Apollo thought that unmasking someone meant to take all of their clothing off. Now, do you see how dull your mind is? I'll make sure to sharpen it next time. A particularly frightening inmate once told me that. He always tenderly honed his blades before he went to work, like the samurai of yore. Samurai? Sounds more like a homicidal maniac to me. Actually, he was working in the prison kitchen at the time. Wait, so the inmate was a murdering samurai prison chef? It is if the only thing you're wearing is a mask. Yes, that's true. That's also true. It would seem that the victim and his killer were the only ones there after all. I was kinda attached to that hole. Now what? Apollo. Ugh, fucking goddamn it. Phrasing! Apollo, I just thought of something. If they didn't find anyone's fingerprints on the statue, who's to say someone other than the alderman didn't hit the mayor with it?
Wintermute. This game is horny on main.
More so than all the other ones, yes. Why didn't I think of that? Anyone could have not left prints on it. Then who, pray tell, struck the mayor with the statue? Please, illuminate us with your wisdom, young lady. There's only one answer. The real killer. Prove the existence of this real killer, then. What evidence have you? I'm curious about something. How old is Simon Blackwell supposed to be? He's 28. Okay. Getting late, so I'm gonna get some sleep. Yes, break our bones. Go to sleep. It's late. It's really late by you. Have a wonderful night. See you around. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Iston's favorite Ace Attorney game. Yeah. What evidence have you? Oh, I'll give you evidence, all right. Athena, are you sure about this? To borrow your words, Apollo, I'm fine. Take a look at this. Black feathers and tracks allegedly from a yokai were found at the scene. I believe they're from the third party who struck the mayor with that statue. Is the defense actually suggesting some sort of monster killed that alderman? That's exactly what I'm suggesting.
Objection!
No, Athena, you just lost whatever little credibility we had left. Ah, okay, oops. Sorry. Guess I got carried away. Mr. Justice, we've no time to deal with objections between members of the defense. Sorry, Your Honor. It's just, this kid's still, well, a kid. Ouch! You meanie! I'm reporting this to Mr. Wright! So, this court is to believe that the feathers and tracks are from a yokai, as you put it. No, Your Honor. I believe they are a fabrication. The real killer wants us to believe some sort of monster murdered the alderman. Interesting. And why do you suppose the killer would do that? Why indeed? Mr. Justice, you seem as new to this as your partner is. Ouch. This, I'm not reporting to Mr. Wright. Oi, Fulbright, explain to his baldness what these brats are missing. You know, the who and why behind those feathers and tracks. What? You mean you can explain all that? Ha ha ha! Our investigative prowess is without equal. I'm starting to think I chose the wrong profession. Very well, let's hear about these so-called yokai feathers and tracks. Okay. This entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. So he stoked the villagers' fears by fabricating a monster. The strange feathers and tracks he planted made it look like a yokai was the killer. Okay. Those feathers and tracks stoked the villagers' fears? Absolutely. He knew exactly how to prey on their superstitious minds. Those feathers only gave weight to the idea that the alderman was slain by a demon. The accursed... Yeah, accursed. Yeah, okay. The accursed demon Tenmataro, that is. Tenma who? Tenmataro, the legendary demon locked away in the village's forbidden chamber. From a young age, the villagers are taught to fear the great black-feathered demon. And thus, they were blinded to other, more plausible explanations.
Hold it!
Hold on for a second. Before we start letting our imaginations run wild, isn't there someone else that could be considered a suspect? Mr. Justice, please explain yourself. On the day of the incident, there was a special event held at QB Manor. And, as part of this event, there was someone dressed in the likeness of Tenmataro. Obviously, this person is a much more likely suspect than any legendary demon.
Objection!
Dullard. You were playing right into the killer's mind games. What? Listen here. The feathers and tracks were merely red herrings. The villagers believed the murder to be the work of the real Tenmataro. However, the police believe that the person in the Tenmataro suit is the killer. Ah! The defendant sought to sow this confusion in order to deflect blame away from himself. However, he was knocked unconscious by the alderman. And thus our mentally deficient mayor was caught red-handed at the scene of the crime.
Objection!
Do you honestly believe Mayor Tenma would do something so stupid?
Objection!
The evidence speaks for itself. Fulbright. Right! It was the mayor's last-ditch effort to stop the opposition before things got crazy. The amazing Ninetales was fueling both the yokai craze and the anti-merger movement. Plus, he's one of the better-known masked wrestlers and the hometown favorite. That's why the mayor panicked and sent out on the path of injustice. But do the people of Ninetail Vale really believe a yokai is behind the crime? Yokai sightings are an everyday event there, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did. I must say, a crime that preys upon innocent, impressionable minds. Just so, a particularly silver-tongued inmate once had the following words for me. The innocent of hearts are the easiest prey. You don't say. Was this inmate a con artist? No. He was framed for the murder of his beloved. I actually felt sorry for the poor chap. Wait, so he wasn't the predator, but rather the prey? Yes, well... Now then, the defense may proceed with their cross-examination. Feathers and tracks. Okay. The entire case centers on one man's attempt to crush opposition to the municipal merger. Adjust- I can't do a British accent! I cannot do a British accent. I can't do any accents. I can sometimes do, like, a southern-ish accent, but that's it. Okay. Crush the opposition. Mayor Tenma panicked when the amazing Ninetales helped embolden the protesters. Instead of TH, use F. Oh, man. I'm gonna sound like an... I'm gonna sound... I'm not gonna be able to do it. I don't think I can do it. I can try, maybe. Maybe. And Traxie planted made it look like the yokai was a killer. That's what'll make it great, me being unable to do it. Like, literally the worst British accent you've ever heard. But it doesn't add up. If what you say is true, why top it off with murder? What do you mean? You claim that our client planted the yokai evidence to stoke the villagers' fear. Cheerio every time you talk to someone new. If so, then why not stop there? Why murder Alderman QB? Excellent point.
Nightbot, you are frozen.
Frozen motherfucker. Ugh, I hate this. Why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening? I might have to remove... Okay, so the one thing that I haven't tried yet is disconnecting the cat cam. I might have to do that. I wonder if it's because it's on the same device, it's drawing too much power. Sorry, device bus. USB bus. This only started with the new camera? Yeah, it did. It also started, like, I wasn't having issues, like, with the new camera for, like, a few weeks after I got it. Like, we got the new PCI card, and then I didn't have any issues, like, for, like, 2 weeks. And then it started again, and so I tried putting a battery in, I took the battery out, and now it's doing different things. So I don't fucking know. I don't know what's going on. Some days it works great, yeah! Which is really fucking confusing to me. No idea. No idea. I'm gonna try to remove the cat cam. That's the next thing I'm gonna do. The thing after that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the old, I had a really shitty, like, USB power plug that I was plugging the camera into, and I got a better one. I upgraded it. That's the other thing that changed. So I might switch it back to the shitty one, I guess. No idea. Okay. It is, isn't it? So Your Honor agrees that there was no reason for the murder, correct?
Objection!
Perhaps the killing was on the spur of the moment. I can't do a British accent. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to, like... I hate this. So you're saying it wasn't premeditated? From the outset, I had no intention of paying heed to any of your babble. However, the fact is, the mayor made a startling discovery. A startling discovery? Why don't I like the sound of that? Alderman QB's secret identity. Apollo? I think Prosecutor Blackwell has figured out the Alderman's secret identity. Yeah, no fucking shit! Are you serious? Anyone could see that! Anyone could see what his secret identity was! Ugh! Oh my god. But even if he has, why would it be a motive for the mayor to commit murder? The TH should be F and ER should be ah? Fucking... Okay, I need to, like, watch a video on how to do a British accent, and then we will come back, maybe, to this. Or and okay. Mayor should sound like Maya. You can also pick your favorite one, because there's, like, 59 different accents. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is not good.
Just watch Doctor Who.
I'm trying to teach a really bad one specifically. Discovered. This patch of fur was discovered at the crime scene. It's from the mask worn by the amazing Ninetales. Therefore, we can conclude this mask was at the crime scene. Fuck this. No, I can't do this. Bro, instead of brother. Oh my. But why would it have been there? The victim was a former pro wrestler and a member of the anti-merger movement. Need I say more? Well, this and that sounds like this and that. The sounds like the. Watch My Fair Lady, it's all about how to do an English accent, is it actually? Could it really be? Your baldness has had an epiphany, I see. Our victim, Rex QB, was the amazing Ninetales. And the mayor's discovery of such was his motive for murder. No! Shit. How did he figure it out? Order! Order! What a shocking development. A motive clearer than crystal clear. It is actually, it's literally a movie about how to speak with different English accents. Okay. Hey there, crazy old gamer. Hope you're doing well. Crime acting a Cockney accent badly as a goth samurai cop. Fuck. What do we do now, Apollo? I didn't think they'd tie the alderman's secret identity to the mayor's motive for murder. At last, we've reached my real point. Why did the alderman have to forge a secret identity? Does it not pique your interest, your baldness? I admit it does. It is odd that he had to create this other persona. Just to secretly participate in the anti-merger movement. Very astute of you, your baldness. Right, now take a look at this. Oh, we have the blackmail. How do we get the blackmail letter? Are you serious? If you value your dearest's life, you will merge Ninetales Vale with Tenma Town. This blackmail letter was found in Alderman QB's pocket. What? At present, the alderman's wife is in the hospital. And that letter is clear evidence that the mayor was blackmailing him by threatening her life. Wait, didn't the blackmail letter sent to Mayor Tenma go missing? Right after the alderman's murder? Do you think maybe the killer took the letter from the mayor after the murder? And planted it into the alderman's pocket? It's possible, but we don't have any proof that that's what happened. Talk about being up the creek without a paddle. What creek? What creek, Apollo? Mayor Tenma would have made a clean getaway if he just left after planting the yokai things. But he was knocked out cold by his sudden decision to kill the amazing Ninetales. So it was the amazing Ninetales counterattack that brought the entire crime to light. Wait a sec. Fulbright's claiming that the mayor killed the alderman after planting the yokai evidence. And that the mayor was knocked out cold immediately after that? Then he wouldn't have had time to fucking... Okay. Detective Fulbright, please add your previous statement to your testimony. Mayor Tenma killed the sleeping alderman after planting the feathers and tracks. That's not what I wanted. This is not possible. This is not possible what they're saying, right?
Objection!
Detective Fulbright, your sense of justice is anything but fair. What's this? You dare question my justice again? Yes, and I'm going to prove it to you. Take a look at this photo. This is the crime scene photo. And what just does this prove? It proves when the feathers and tracks were planted. But I already told you, they were planted before the murder. The defendant planted the yokai evidence, then was knocked out while killing his victim. Nope. But that would be impossible. If you look right here, it's clear when the feathers and tracks were left at the scene. What proves that the items were only there after the crime? Is it because, like, the blood is underneath the fucking feathers? Also, the fact that there's... What am I supposed to be pointing to here? Like, the fact that the tracks are definitely, like... Yeah, the blood being under the feathers, or is it the tracks themselves? The feather on the saucer? Yeah, that's also true. Yeah, I'm not sure which thing to fucking point at. I feel like this is the best decision. Because, I mean, here they could be like, oh, the blood just, like, seeped out and bled under the feathers. But the fact that there's prints on the floor covered in blood means the blood happened first and then the prints were made, right?
Take that!
The fact that there's a spear sticking out of the guy's chest, yeah. Yes, that too. Aren't you just pointing to the yokai feathers and tracks, Mr. Justice? Yeah, but... Yes, see how the feathers are on top of the blood? And the tracks were made in blood? In other words, the yokai evidence could have only resulted after the murder. Then the mayor must have planted the evidence after killing the alderman. But you said it yourself. The mayor had been knocked unconscious thereafter. There would have been no time for him to plant any evidence at all. Therefore, there must have been someone else besides the mayor and the alderman at the crime scene. Ah! There must be some kind of mistake. Power stance! That's a good power stance. Order! Order! Where's your evidence? You can't possibly have any, can you? Evidence? Oh, I have evidence. In fact, I have an eyewitness's testimony for you. You do? But how? That's a really good animation. Oh god, this is a really good animation. This pose. This is a very big meme pose right now. Was my vaulted sense of justice really just half-baked? He's taking this really hard. Mr. Justice. What is this testimony regarding a third party that you claim to have? I have it right here, Your Honor. It's the sworn testimony of Mr. Tenma's daughter. Stand name objection uses staggers witnesses caught in lies and false narratives. I love it. Okay. The witness, Jinxie Tenma, saw a yokai in the hallway after stumbling upon the scene. It was the demon Tenma Taro. He's the source of those feathers and tracks. Okay. Thanks for believing in me, everyone. Will somebody please say something? The defense will explain to the court exactly what he means. You dare mock this court and justice itself? You're unfit to bear your name, boy. Your baldness. It appears our defense attorney here is delirious from exhaustion. Hold it! Apollo! Think of something quick before you're held in contempt of court. What do you think I'm trying to do? Before you decide whether I should step down, please, hear me out? Very well, Mr. Justice, I'm all ears. But you'd better explain yourself well. What was this yokai you were talking about? It's all in this statement here. Jinxie Tenma asserts that she saw Tenma Taro. After she discovered the crime scene and called the police. She came around a corner in the hall. It was around here that she saw Tenma Taro fleeing towards the foyer. The defense asserts that whoever was impersonating this monster is the one who left those feathers and tracks behind, intentionally or otherwise. We got the good music again. What? How incredibly unjust! Why haven't I heard about this before? The defense just proved there was someone else! So the mayor isn't the killer? Was it all a setup? The prosecutor is a convicted felon after all. Thank goodness he used the word impersonating. Yes, that is key, so that everyone's not like, wait, do you believe in monsters? Apollo! The momentum has shifted in our favor. Good. Now let's keep it that way.
Objection!
Objection. Little do you realize that though you are in the midst of a fray, your sword is broken. Thanks for the follow, I don't have a plans. My sword? I didn't know I had one to break. Are you implying there's a problem with my claim? Consider this. If that yokai impersonator had indeed fled towards the foyer. Yeah, he does have a pretty shiny head in this game. Plans, is that not... I assume that was your alt account. If not, we have another great alt account here. That fool and that fop would have seen him. Fool and fop? Oh, you mean Filch and LaBelle. Now that you mention it... Both Phineas Filch and Florent LaBelle were in the foyer at the time. But they haven't stated that they saw a yokai, have they? That's because it's fucking one of those bitches. Are you serious? Did you ever consider that a yokai was but a figment of a scared girl's imagination? Why didn't those two see the Tenma Taro impersonator pass by? Why don't we ask them ourselves? I was just about to say that myself. No, really, I was. The defense would like to call Mr. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor, to the stand. I just know he must have seen something. I suppose we can't ignore the fact that the little girl believes she saw a monster. I mean, she's like, what, isn't she like 16? She's not like a little girl, okay? I mean, she's like... like, I imagine she's not making shit up. I don't know, whatever, okay. I trust that you have no objections to Mr. Justice's request, Prosecutor Blackwell. I don't have a plans is gone already? Well, I understand that Mr. Filch is enjoying a nap out in the lobby. You forget that these are cops. Yeah, that's true. That is very true, Carrie. I found my woke fork and they're gone. I knew that Tanuki was a rare find. But when we captured him, I didn't think he'd end up a witness. Do with him as you will. Did he just say captured? No, wait. I don't want to know. Well then. Bailiff, please go wake up Mr. Filch and escort him to the witness stand. Literally invented Stockholm Syndrome to explain away anti-cop sentiment from traumatized victims of police brutality as mental illness. That is fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. Fuck the police. Okay. Will the witness please state his name and occupation, please? The name's Filch. Phineas Filch, caretaker of QB Manor. Oh, and this is for you, your lordship. Just a little something I thought you might like. Oh my, what a fabulous pair of shoes. And your honor will do just fine, Mr. Filch. Ah, it's those shoes again. Don't they belong to Detective Fulbright? Don't tell me Filch stole them again. They're all yours, your honorship, sir. What? But they seem awfully expensive. Yup, too expensive for me, but I reckon they'd be perfect for someone like your honorship. It is a kind gesture, but legal ethics dictate that I can't accept such gifts. Aw, ethics smethics. Just take them if you want them. Polish them up real nice for you, too. I'm sorry about the shoes, Mr. Filch, but I will accept your testimony. The court would like to hear whether you saw Tenma Taro in the foyer after the murder. Here we go. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened at after 3 p.m. But I didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, no siree. Really? That yokai you keep jabbering on about was but a phantom of little girl's dreams. So, you're telling this court that you never saw anyone dressed up like Tenma Taro? Yup, was guarding the whole time. That's the truth, holy truth, and nutter butter the truth. I hated that. And Tenma Taro, bah, you don't really believe in all that yokai mumbo-jumbo, do you? I certainly don't. Shit. Apollo's edible's kicking in again. My bracelet. It's... Something the matter, Apollo? My bracelet keeps squeezing my arm. Really? So you think Mr. Tanuki, I mean, Filch has been lying to us? My bracelet, it's weed. Apollo, don't do drugs before court unless you'll share with the class. Very good. I wouldn't rule it out. Now, if I could just zero in on a tell, some sort of nervous habit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me! What the fuck is a hawk doing in here? Allow me to introduce my trusty cohort, Taka. He seems to have taken quite a liking to the courthouse. Made it his new home, in fact. He doesn't live with you, you know, in jail? Who's ever heard of a courthouse bird? Taka simply loathes trickery and fraud. And that queer power of yours seems to have offended my dear bosom buzzard. This isn't some sort of trick or... Ah! I won't be able to spot squat like this. This is so ridiculous. This game is ridiculous. Yeah, where the fuck is the bailiff? God. I can't say that 10 times fast. Hashtag queer power, hell yeah. Okay. What the heck's going on round here? Run for the hills! No pets or other animals allowed in the courtroom. Ah! Somebody help! Oh, he's merely having a bit of sport. He won't harm you, save when truly famished. Oh, Wokefork suggested a poll. Oh. Spoons, you still there? Did you fall asleep yet? I like this poll. Time, 5 minutes. Just, let's say default 5-minute poll. This bird. In that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, you will ensure your feathered friend is properly fed. Looks like we have to do this the old-fashioned way. We'll be fine, I think. You fucked up. Yeah, you forgot an option. You can't stop a poll either. Okay, that's fine. Okay. If there was someone dressed as Tenmataro there, Filch should have seen him. We'll just have to put our faith in Jinxie's statement for now. Mr. Justice, please proceed with your cross-examination. The fucking hawk's still up there. Filch is gonna kidnap Apollo. Yeah, try to sell him off to a different, like, law agency. Okay. So, I'm pretty sure this bitch is lying, like 100%. So give me a second, because I'm pretty sure we have something here. "3 p.m. Time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer. Okay. At the time of the murder, I was on guard duty in the foyer, just like Mr. QB asked.
Hold it!
Mr. Filch, why did Alderman QB have you handle guard duty? Because he trusts me. I am the manor's caretaker, after all. So you took said guard duty seriously? Let me tell you something about me. I'm... Yipes! Listen here, you little tanuki. Get straight to the point and be quick about it. The court wishes to hear what you did or did not see in the foyer and not else. Yes, of course, sir! Right away, sir! Blackwell's got him completely under his thumb. Like I said, I was guarding the foyer entrance that day. I was making sure no one, fair, foul, fishy, or otherwise, could get to our guest.
Hold it!
So no one could get to him. Sounds like security was pretty tight. That's because there's always lots of sneaks and thieves around festival time. And the solution was to entrust the manor's security to a thief? That's not even funny. Maybe it's a matter of stopping thieves by hiring one. After all, it takes one to know one. I don't know, it seems more like letting the fox guard the henhouse to me. So the witness testifies that he took his guard duty seriously. Yes, sir, your honorship, sir. I was still in my office keeping a good watch when the murder happened after 3 p.m.
Hold it!
Did you really keep an eye on the foyer the entire time? Poor old Filchy. Been working hard my whole life. Only to be smeared by some greenhorn in this fancy schmancy suit and silly haircut. Sorry, Mr. Blackwell. Sir, didn't mean to get off subject there. Sheesh. Blackwell didn't even say anything. To answer your question, yes, I kept an eye. No, both of them, in fact, on the foyer. Okay. We're gonna present this because he's clearly fucking lying. He was watching this Twilight wrestling match. Between Howlin' Wolf and Pretty Boy Vampire.
Objection!
I feel like Blackwell's gonna bomb the courthouse. I mean, That did happen in the future. Like, this is in the past right now. We don't know what's gonna happen later, other than the courtroom bombing. Don't lie to the court like that, Mr. Filch. Hey, it ain't right to bushwhack a fella like that. Unfortunately for you, I have evidence that proves you're lying. If you look at this TV listing here, you'll see that at the time of the crime, there was a pro wrestling match scheduled. Something you'd never miss. You think Filch watches BBW? Ah, I didn't watch that one. No siree. I was doing my job like I was supposed to. Yeah, crime is now. Legal. This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right? Yipes. Not only that, you even told me you watched it.
Gary,
you said, and I quote...
Crime is now legal.
Yeah, Apollo's heart. It was a complete
Night
disaster.
Bus. You are frozen.
Fuck. Wow, that's happening a lot. Like, a lot today. I'm gonna restart my computer before tomorrow's stream. I don't know why that's happening. It's really fucking annoying. Really fucking annoying. Okay. It was a complete disaster. Ah. So, do you admit to slacking off? There's a little flash of green light right when it froze. Okay. So I think it's not the camera, but it's the capture card itself. I'm gonna unplug the cat camera tomorrow. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna unplug the cat camera.
The crazy old gamer. Objection.
Objection! You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk. I'm one of them professional types, too. I can do double duty watching TV and the foyer at the same time. The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is professional thief. Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off? That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie. Bald, you say, but I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV and the foyers simultaneously. Now prove it. Like, you mean, like... this? What the fuck am I presenting? Maybe? This map? Maybe?
Take that!
Okay. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing. Oh, that's what we're trying to get at. Okay. The fact that he can't look. Yeah. Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time. Why do they have the TV there and not, like, I don't know, facing the other direction? I mean, just in general. It seems like a bad idea to have the TV on the other side like that. But whatever, okay. Why, yes, somebody watching the TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance. Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim. Yikes! The bag's out of the cat! I mean, other way around. Look at the size of that CRT tube. Okay, yeah, you have a point. Order, order, order. But Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar worth ethic relevant to this case? It's very relevant, because when he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenmataro impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What now? Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he still had the foyer entrance covered. What are you talking about? This. I'm not a mind reader. Ah! Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki? They were? Oh, I mean, yeah. Yeah, they were. But you already admitted to slacking off. Now you say you weren't? My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard anyone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairwell get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to even wake the dead, I reckon. Yeah, what if he flew? Exactly. We know he can fly. we saw the newspaper. So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by? Yup, my ears were working full time, so who's the liar now, you no-good shyster? A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career. Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackquill, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're darker than mine. A fair warning, Mr. Filch. Taka is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu. Yipes! Please don't eat me, Mr. Taka, sir! The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requests the witness revise his testimony accordingly. Ears working overtime. It's true, I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tenmataro in the foyer. Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand. A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai, demons, and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that, our entire world would be put upside down. Says the convict prosecutor who's totally a sign of the end times for the legal world. And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab them and sell them to the zoo. I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. Oh, that's supposed to be Apollo, not Athena. That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns. But we can't prove she saw Tenmataro. The mayor's sure to be convicted. Then we better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Ears working overtime. Okay. Okay. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. Yeah, this is a long case. I told you. I don't know, it's like... I know that there's, like, not much left either, so I'm like, we should try to get through the rest of it. I feel like it's gonna take me another half an hour. But now I know I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to split the other 2 days into, like, fucking 4 streams. Okay. I'm gonna press this. So you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch? As good as they come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, a Tenmataro makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle. Jingle jangle. How does he do that? That's that staff of his. That's what jingle jangles. What's he talking about, Apollo? Beats me, but I guess Tenmataro has a staff that makes noise? Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? Yeah, what staff, exactly? She said she saw Tenmataro holding a staff-like object that made a jangly sound. I guess that's the source of the noise, then. Well, Mr. Justice? Mr. Filch says Tenmataro jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information? Yes. Because he fucking doesn't. Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony. Okay. What staff, bitch?
Objection!
Tenmataro's staff would make a jangly sound, you say? Well, I'm gonna say that your story doesn't add up. His personal poll. Tenmataro's personal poll. Is there something the defense would like to share with the court? Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenmataro on the day of the incident. Why then? Did you assume just now that Tenmataro would be holding a staff? Huh? You see, the Tenmataro Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands, and she described it as a sound just like you did. Kind of a jangly sound. Yeah, so he was holding a staff. What's your point?
Objection!
The point is that Tenmataro doesn't use a staff. Not normally. What are you talking about? You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch? You're right. There's no staff, not even a cane or a walking stick. Ah! So the question is, why does the witness think Tenmataro uses a staff? I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level. Well now, this is getting interesting. All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenmataro carries a staff, because he fucking saw him. He actually fucking saw him. Bitch is lying. Mr. Filch actually saw Tenmataro right after the crime occurred. That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff. But busted again! Bloody hell. You duplicus little. That was the word, right? Wait, what word was that? Duplicitous. Duplictus. I don't know how to say that word. Forget it. Yes. How did that feel, Blackwell? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it?
Duplicitous.
Duplicitous, thank you. Admit it, Mr. Filch. You did see Tenmataro that day, didn't you? Well? I'm begging ya, please don't make me say it. But clearly you did see Tenmataro.
Economist 42.
Indict.
Indict! Stop stalling and testify to that fact. No can do. No way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be. He? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenmataro, even though everyone knows he did. The question now is why? Mr. Filch is scared to death. Is that why he can't admit the truth? Come to think of it... They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenmataro will claim your soul. Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenmataro after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she'd seen Tenmataro, he'd claim her soul. Wait, you think Filch believes that too? Ah, so Mr. Big-Time City Slicker Lawyer has heard about him? Yeah, who needs a soul? Them old village superstitions? Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about? The people of Nine Tails Vale believe some pretty strange things. And their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenma Taro. Darn straight, that's why. It's all right here. I like how there's a book. There's a book. There's literally a book. Do not gaze upon Tenma Taro. Don't tell others if you see him. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul. There is, however, one way to save it. Your immediate departure from the village. Freeing him will bring ruin upon the village. Okay. Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul? See? That's why us folks in Nine Tails Vale can't talk about seeing Tenma Taro. This sure is a notebook. An entire notebook of village superstitions. That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenma Taro costume. They knew that was... They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was as if he never existed. What if you're just a little stitious? I like it. The defense holds that this Tenma Taro impersonator is the true killer. What? Power pose.
Objection.
Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish? And would that using some silly fairy tale so easily expose the culprit? You'll need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection!
Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor. I don't know why I want to call him Professor Blackquill every time. Prosecutor Blackquill.
Objection!
Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstitions in the Clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection!
Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Nine Tails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer. Ugh. Rah! Why is it- what? Are you okay? Blackquill, are you okay? Oh my god, I love how Filch is standing on top of a fucking fruit crate. Did anyone just see that? It's really good. It was really good. It's the first time I noticed it. Order, because I was too busy looking at Apollo's power pose every other time. Order, I say. You fool of a Tanuki. 2 times now, your lies have cost me. Sorry, I promise not to do it again. Taka, my fine feathered friend, have at him. Yikes, he's gonna eat me alive! Head for the hills! He took off. But Bailiff, what are you waiting for? After him, and with your fastest men! And that's certainly not something you see every day. Okay. Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised that the yokai Tenma Taro was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What? Huh? Ah! His shackles! too young to die! Justice Dono, long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers. Yeah, I'm fine! Ah! Oh shit. Detective, do something! Have no fear, Fulbright is here. When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going.
Objection!
Then get going already before he kills us. Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackwell, for it is his sense of justice that set him free. Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice.
Silence.
I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards. Well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackwell, can I ask you to, you know... I think the judge forgot he's in charge here. So, Justice Dono's assertion is this. Tenma Taro is the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime. Right, and that yokai, or rather, whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Kyubi.
Silence.
Ah! Care to explain why, Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder? Did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox Chamber? What? He's right, she said nothing about Tenma Taro being in the Fox Chamber. Blackwell is one bad samurai. Yeah, thanks, Plum. Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door. And your point is... Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewered murder victim, the alderman. And the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor. No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tenma. Ah! Then why does that little scamp claim to not have seen a yokai in the Fox Chamber? Consider her father is accused of murder. Surely she would mention any third party that might have been in that room. No, she didn't know where he was at that time. So she went into the chamber, saw the scene, freaked out, ran out to go call, and then as she was going back downstairs, or away from the scene, she saw Tenma Taro come out of the room towards her and then out down the stairs. Or at least I think that's what happened. I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenma Taro inside the Fox Chamber? There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime. Uh-oh. The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long has my blade thirsted for blood. At long last it shall be sated. Wait, this is still a trial, right? Show me what you're truly capable of. Justice Dono. God, I love that bird animation so much. Very well then. Both parties no doubt need time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to... Ah! 3 minutes. I'm sorry, but... a 3-minute recess? Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo. The loo? You mean the bathroom? Sheesh. At least include enough time to wash our hands. See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished. Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins. I declare Prosecutor Blackwell the winner of this round of Simon Says. Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor is running the show, does it? This is not a to be continued either. I'm wondering if we should call it here today. This seems like a good place to stop. I mean, it is an actual recess in the game. But, like, I think that the next part is only, like, like 15 minutes at most. Can we get a clip of Roundabout for the to be continued situations? I wonder if that would be, copy. I probably couldn't play that. I probably could not play that clip. Yeah, I think I am gonna stop it. It's about 2 a.m. I'm gonna hit save here. I just wanted to end these, like, nice and cleanly, because, like, because I like, finishing up the story and then continuing to the next one. But that doesn't seem to be working out in our favor this time. It's worked out for every single other game, but in this one, it seems like I have to split them into, like, 2 parts. What about, like, someone doing a kazoo roundabout? Yeah, that could work. I think that exists. I'm pretty sure I've heard that. But yeah, okay. We're gonna stop stream here. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Game over, yeah! Game over, yeah!